Good to hear you. Welcome everyone out there. Gonna have a little drink of the white stuff first. Welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm your host Vern, and welcome to our daily sports update show. It's been a fantastic weekend. I'm hoping you guys are having a fantastic weekend out there. It's been an absolute cracking weekend of sports. There's a bit of controversy in the chat because of the Lions. I'll get into that later. We'll get a bit into detail into that one later. And of course, the Indians not looking good there against England in the cricket. But that's also later. The topics are over there. There you go. Bit of darts, Formula 1, rugby, Tour de France, Sumo is hotting up. Final day today. North American sports. And we got some cricket. That is the show for today. Let's get those topics out of here. There you go. As you can see in the background this week, because I will be doing 7 days of Vern you've got. Aren't you lucky? 7 days of Vern, because Vic is moving house. So he will not be doing the morning show at all. Morning Noah. And the theme for these whole 7 days is Switzerland. Yesterday you saw that nice little picture there of a train going through the Alps. I thought today we'll have my host city, which is Basel. So let me get out of the picture there. Basel and the beautiful Rhine. There you go. Fantastic stuff. Basel and the beautiful Rhine. Stunning. Tomorrow we'll have another little Swissy little town or scenery. So check that out. But let's get into the sports. That's been a long one. But we'll start off with the darts. There we go. Darts World Match Day final between these two men. That's James Wade and Luke the Nuke Littler. James Wade beat Johnny Clayton 20-18, and Luke Littler beat Josh Rock 17-14. Luke Littler having a 9-dart, I think it was as well. So good up to the young man there. Luke Littler, James Wade, final tonight. Check it out. That is the darts. And it's out of here. There was a little Formula 1 going on, and my favorite race there in Spa, Francorchamps there in the Belgian Ardennes. Let's get in quickly to the sprint results first. There was a little sprint race. I'm not a big fan of the sprint races, but yeah, it is what it is. Max Verstappen missed the sprint race. I think he's won out of the 21 sprint races, he's won 12 so far in history. So Max Verstappen winning the sprint race before Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Esteban Ocon, Carlos Sainz, Oliver Bierman, and Isaac Hadjar. Those are the sprint results there. Those are the 8 guys that get some points. High Life's in there. Fort Mark is in there. Oh, Fort Mark High. One of our regular rugby supporters is dropped into the morning show. Fantastic stuff. Love that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and take part in the poll. I'll get into the poll a bit later on. And then, of course, we did have the qualifying later on for the Grand Prix that is today. I think it is at 3 o'clock Central European time. Lando Norris getting pole in front of Oscar Piastri. Charles Leclerc, Ryan, be happy about that one. And Max Verstappen getting 4th. No Lewis Hamilton. I think he fell out in Q1, but never mind. Check out the results for qualifying. That's how they'll start the race this afternoon. And that's the Formula 1. It's out of here. And then we get into let's get into the rugby. Let's start off with the rugby. Okay, let's get into the rugby. Yesterday, the second test between the Wallabies and the Lions, and it was a fantastic game of rugby. Didn't like the result though. The Lions did pip them at the end, 29-26, after a controversial decision made by the referee. And of course, it had to be the Italian referee. Vic was going off his rocket. People in the chat were going off their rocket. It was a bit of a controversial decision. I thought, yes, you could have given it. That was 50-50 for me. And of course, the Italian, what he does best is make the wrong decisions. And he went the way of the Lions. And there was a lot of animosity. We were yesterday still on Hamish's show there, the Kiwi lads. We're discussing that one. Hamish also felt it was 50-50. But I think the Aussies, the Wallabies lost it in the last 5 minutes of the first half when the Lions scored 2 tries there. I think they lost it then. And also they made a couple of funny decisions there after halftime, taking off Rob Valentini and stuff like that. But listen here, we'll get more into that in our rugby show. Plugging it. Rugby show on Monday at 5 o'clock Central European time. So join us for our daily rugby show every day from Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock Central European. Join us for that. We'll be discussing that even more in detail. Oh, Lions. I like those boys. Never mind. There was still some Curry Cup yesterday as well. There we go. That's the results from yesterday. After the Pumas Crickers, that was on Friday already. The Golden Lions spanked the Sharks there. Vic Sharks. Vic had a headache. He went off to the side there. Couldn't watch it. But that was the way it is. The Golden Lions spanked the Sharks 46-5. And of course, it was Western Province played against the Bulls 23-48. Great victory for the Bulls there. Province didn't stand much of a chance, because the Bulls were just, the pack was too strong. But we'll get into that on Monday, so join us for that one. If rugby is your daily fix, you need a daily fix of rugby, join us for that one. And of course, later on today, we have more Rugby Curry Cup. As you can see there, one result is missing, and that is Boland against the Cheetahs. That'll be live on this channel at 3 o'clock Central European time for that one, so join us for that one. It's going to be a cracker. Then, of course, the rugby's gone. Then, of course, we had a little bit of Tour de France. Second last stage yesterday in the Tour de France. And it was won by this man, Cade Groves of Australia. So Australians did win something yesterday. Cade Groves won the 19th stage of the Tour de France. So there's only one more stage to go. No, it wasn't the 19th. It was the 20th stage. Sorry about that. 20th stage. There's only one more stage to go. That's the road up there to Paris. But it's done and dusted. This man... Also, these guys, Pogačar of Slovenia will win the Tour de France today, because normally on the last day they do not attack, especially not if it's 4.5 minutes distance between the two. Vingegaard will get second, and Filippo Fitzmas probably will get third. But I will update you all on that tomorrow morning on the morning show. Tour de France coming to an end. And it's out of here as well. Then, okay guys, now we've got to get into the real serious stuff here now. Sumo wrestling, baby. Let's check out the results of day 14 of the Sumo. And what a day it was. Onishiki losing to Kosano. Onishiki, the co-leader with Kotoshoho, losing to Kosano. And I've been watching Kosano. This boy, he's coming. He's coming for you guys. So that's all squared. 11 and 3. Kosano squares that one up. Let's go down to some other. Meisei losing to Watamotoharo. Oshoma losing to Sadaruimi. Atenafuchi losing to Takayasu. Kotoshoho, the other co-leader, beating Kirishima, so he's the sole leader of the tournament. Then we have Kotasakura, the Oseki, beating Hironomi, and of course Wata Takakake losing to Onosato, but those guys are not going to play any difference in the race for the Yusho, because day 15, there's only two matches really that interest us, and that is Onishiki against Kotoshoho. If Onishiki wins that one, there'll be a playoff. If Kotoshoho wins that one, that's the tournament. He wins his Yusho. And of course, there's still Kusano there. Just of that, he takes on Takayasu. If Kusano wins, Onishiki wins, there'll be a three-way tie for the championship. And that's going to be an absolutely cracker. Join us for that one. I thought I could do that one live, but I'm not going to. It starts at 9:30 in the morning, Central European time. Check it out on NHK. It is live on NHK Free TV. If you do have the Japanese News Network, my eyes are going to be glued on the street. It's going to be epic. Can't wait for that one. Sumo, baby. Absolutely crazy fun to watch. You've got to check it out. Love a bit of sumo on this channel. My favorite, I want to go to a playoff and I want Kusano to win. That's my tip for the day. Sumo! And it's out here. Then we get into the North American sports. And of course, we'll start off with the WNBA. We had the Sparks beating Liberty 101-99. That was supposed to be a fantastic game there. Jackson with 24 points for the Sparks. And Ionescu again with a big scoring game for the Liberty. 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. She's doing really well. And of course, we do have the Storm losing out to the Mystics 58-69. And that's the WNBA. Especially for High Life. It's just for you, my man. We know you love your WNBA. Vic was calm yesterday with the Sharks loss. No, he had a headache. Wait. He had a headache. Faked the headache while they were getting spanked. Had to go lie on the couch there. Fell asleep as well. He faked the headache. I mean, come on. That's just bad. That was the WNBA. Let's get into the Major League Baseball, there were some games in there. I'll quickly run through the list. The Phillies beat the Yankees 9-4. The Royals beat the Guardians 5-3. That was a double header. That's why the other one at the bottom is in black. We had the Blue Jays beating the Tigers 6-1. The Pirates beating the Diamondbacks 2-0. We had the Reds beating the Blue Jays, the Tampa Bay Rays 6-2. We had the Orioles beating the Rockies. Check this out. 18-0. Was there anybody on the field? I don't know about that one. 18-0. That's absolutely crazy. The Rangers beating the Braves 6-5. The Cubs beating the White Sox 6-1. We had the Marlins beating the Brewers 7-4. We had the Athletics beating the Astros 5-1. The Nationals beating the Twins 9-3. The Red Sox beating the Dodgers 4-2. Again, the doubleheader there. Guardians beating the Royals 6-4. We had the Padres beating the Cardinals 3-1. We had the Mets beating the Giants 2-1. And of course, the Mariners beating the Angels 7-2. And that was on the third one. So we're going to take these two away quickly. Boing, and put up that one. That was the last one there. Major League Baseball starting to hot up there in America. And it's out here. And last but not least, for all our boys there on the subcontinent, especially our Indian friends, it's not looking good in the cricket. So, there you go. India and England there. Final day of Test cricket today between those two. It looks like England's going to win this one. They ended their innings at 669. Holy moly. India has started to bat there in their second innings, 174 for 2. Not looking good, but it was this man. Yesterday it was Joe Root with 150, but it was this man yesterday, Ben Stokes. He's the star man of the day, scoring 141 runs. Holy moly. It's not looking good for India. What is wrong with my Indian friends? Can't even beat the English. It's a sad day. Sad day for cricket. But never mind, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Let's get that one out of there. And of course, we had the last game there. New Zealand beating South Africa in the cricket final of the Tri-Nations there. New Zealand winning by 3 runs there. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations to New Zealand. Hi, Dickie. Cricket is out of here. I'm almost out of here. Guys, hope you enjoyed the morning show or the daily sports show. Join us later on this afternoon for the rugby, 3 o'clock. I don't know if Vic's going to do the ladies' final there. He said he might. We'll never know. Well, we will know soon or later. Anna's in the house. Guys, let's check out the poll before I go. A fantastic 78 votes. Amazing. Only 1-7 in a row here. Amanda Jackson Brown is in the house. Hi, Amanda. Voting was, what is your favorite film franchise? And of course, I could have taken a lot of different franchises. You could have had the Indiana Joneses. You could have had anything. But I thought I'd just take it a bit the sort of copy thingy, like revenge thing and stuff like that. So it was Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, Taken, and John Wick. I must be honest, I haven't watched one John Wick so far in my life. My son says it's good. So I took it out, and it is Die Hard with 39% just changed now. Lethal Weapon with 22, Taken with 27. I chose Die Hard, absolutely love Die Hard 3 with Samuel L. Jackson. I thought that was the best one, absolutely love it. Die Hard. Love Lethal Weapon 2, absolutely amazing. Shrek, yes, I will. Let's see if we can bring those animated films, big Shrek cars and all them. I'll do that one day as well. Don't worry about that, but guys, hey. It is Sunday. It's holidays for me, so I don't have to go work tomorrow. It's not raining at the moment here in Switzerland, which is thank goodness for that one. I do have the white stuff to start off the day. The only white stuff you should have to start off the day. The Godfather, yes. There were a lot of them out there. A lot of series out there to be in the chat. I just took those 4. Guys, have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy yourselves. Have a nice brunch there with the family and everything like that. Take care. Make good decisions. Be nice and join us, of course, for the rugby and join me tomorrow morning. I know, ladies, it's not going to be Vic for the whole week, but I think he's doing the rugby update show on Monday. So if you want your dose of Vic, join us at 5 o'clock Central Empire on Monday for the rugby show. I think that's the only rugby show Vic will be doing that on the week this week. So join us for that one. Guys, it's been freaking amazing weekend. You guys have been mustered once again. So everybody out there, cheers, take care, and I'll see you guys hopefully later or then tomorrow morning. Take care, guys.